Welcome back. Okay, so we are chasing the Barbarian King's um, war host, and I'll try to lead them into the tribal shacks here so we can get a more interesting fight. So fight both the Barbarian King's war host and the inhabitants of the tribal shack at the same time if we are able to. They seem to be uncooperative. Okay, change direction, change direction. Change direction. No, they're not going to do it. Okay, fine. Fine. I think so. I'll settle for... I don't know. I don't want to fight in snowy hills. Please go. Go away. You're being very annoying. Come on. At least go to the tundra away from the hills. Please. Please go. Okay, let's see if we can fight in this little... Oh, never mind. Never mind. Okay, so that was a big failure. The warband of savages is like that of a fever dream, taking shape across the horizon like travelers from every corner of the earth, dressed not in any uniform or armor, but in mockeries of those they have conquered. Warriors with wedding dresses wrapped about their arms, long coats of royal color adorned upon men of no status, some wearing ribs and clattering bones as though they got the last of the pillaging. They were but farmers of horror, villages their crop, and war but a harvest for all seasons. You shake your head at the sight and prepare the men for battle. Let's actually have Gunhild and Borol, and I guess Adelinda as well. Can start with a net out. Might want to use those. Okay, 29 enemies. And now we can change the combat speed back down. So this is sufficiently difficult, or at least interesting. Okay, so that champion has a famed barbarian helmet. I think so, at least. Might just be one of those unhold spikes instead, but we'll see. Okay, so I think it's probably better to let them come with their two-handed weapons. We might even pull back 2 or 1 tiles. Yeah, sure, let's pull back a little bit. Right. Reavers are going to throw stuff. Okay, we also get dazed there. They are so enthusiastically jumping into their doom. Might want to use Indomitable here. So let's wait and see how the situation develops. Okay, there's the king. Might as well use a net. Do we want to use 2 nets though? Probably not on this flank. Let's get the shield out. Well, at least not 2 from Borrel. And who should I inspire? Let's wait on that. Okay, might want to net Roughened Crusher to have a better chance to hit. Not sure if there's a point in rotating there. And we can just move instead. Okay, let's use the net there. Let's get another net out on this flank. And Gunhild, use a net on this guy, I guess. Okay, 1 down. One shot at a Reaver. Can we do it twice? Almost. Hello. Okay, let's use Indomitable here. Need to be a little bit careful with Leif, I think. Especially without Steel Brow. So let's actually go here with him. Let's inspire Nevar. This guy is staggered, so there's not much point in using adrenaline, I don't think. And now let's see if they're able to do damage to us. Being rather stupid with their action points there. Okay, we get pushed around. more fatigue for Raimonda. Okay, I guess we'll go for the kill with Avon here anyway. We miss. Do a rotation here. Okay. Let's actually inspire Eilika here. Okay, there's the king. Guess we'll use a net on him. Again. Get a stun there. Okay, getting a bit lucky by not... Okay, we did get hit there. And the Crusader gets thrown. Don't need to use Indomitable here anymore. Just kill. One on hold down. Two to go. Inspire Eilika again. Okay, Barbarian King does get to take a swing at us if he so desires. And misses. Okay. Get absolutely wrecked, barbarians. Get absolutely wrecked. Even the Vala has a good melee defense. Okay, they're really trying to get to her though. I'm not worried though. Has very nice armor to go with 40 melee defense. And they are breaking. One of them is fleeing. Okay, so very easy fight in the end. As most everything tends to be currently. Even with the 300% scaling apparently, so not sure if that actually works correctly. Okay, Vola gets thrown. Let's kill this unhold instead of letting it flee. Oh, didn't see you there. Okay, both are fleeing. And now only one of them is left. Right, couple of level ups there. Famed helmet. And famed armor. Let's see if any of that is any good. So this thing and this thing. We also have a skull chain, which seems to be pretty bad. Okay, so we have a lithe or maybe a nimble armor layer there, and we have a pretty bad Battle Forged helmet. Okay. So Landina level 16 now. Even level 17. Adelinda still level 14. Right, let's collect our 15,000 crowns. Count Berengar von Dimmer takes the barbarian king's head and rolls it out of the sack. It tumbles freely, knocking over a tray of goblets which go scattering and clattering about. Even in death, the savage is a purveyor of chaos. Thank you, Sellsword, your employer says, nodding to himself as he rights the head and tilts it onto the flap of neck. He is an ugly mutt, isn't he? Look at those teeth. Look at them. There's holes in those teeth. Absolutely disgusting. You tell the man to pay you, and he does so as agreed, but he keeps shaking his head, and he bares his own teeth and mimics picking at them. How do you clean teeth like that? With a rope? Shrugging, you head out the door, not bothering to tell Count Berengar von Dimmer that the first thing your men did to that godforsaken head is knife the gold out of its mouth. Alright. Let's repair for a little bit. And then we'll look for a caravan, I guess. Go buy some more gems. Okay, so we're offered a map. I never take this because you can find so many famed items anyway and might be way across the map anyway, so no thank you to this guy. Right. See if there's a caravan contract offered here. There is not. Let's check where this courier is to. Mitterfels, no thanks. Coin delivery. Shield. Skip both of those. Let's just head to Tanstadt. Okay, we see an easy brigand camp. We'll leave it be. Okay, here is a caravan. It is to Vikeholm to the northwest. Okay, there's a weaponsmith and an armorer there. So we'll take that, but let's first go buy some gems. Hopefully we are able to do so. Let's also save the game because I'm just speed running basically. 31 goblins. And they don't want to fight us. It seems that the auto pause feature is no longer working. Or I've seen this group before. So Lookout should pause the game. I don't feel like fighting goblins, I'll just leave them be. Okay, gems please. Thank you. Tools as well. What about selling prices here? It's okay, let's sell stuff. Alright. Now let's hope the caravan is still here, available for us. It is good. So easy experience and also gives us time to enchant these runes. do we want any weapon runes at this point? I think we do actually, because we have this thing at least. So do we want damage for this, or perhaps fatigue, recovery? I think damage. Probably. So a power rune. Could make something for these, but it's not as important. Probably safety runes. Okay. So one power rune. I wish I remember what this is. Oh well. And a safety rune. Alright. That should be good enough. Can we craft anything? Anything useful, that is? Nope. Alright. Found tools. Okay, we see a barbarian group homing in on us, so I guess they want to fight. They do. So this will be easy. They even have trolls with them, which is kind of ridiculous at this point. Especially since they think they can take us. Let's increase the combat speed. Let's make it maximum. This is an easy fight. They have the zoomies now. As does Nicholas. Right. Silly barbarians. Okay, one on hold. Okay, so there we go. I hope they learned their lesson. Okay, Margareta gets a level up. Thanks for the stuff. Crafted a luck rune. Margareta level 18. Okay, where's the luck rune? 7% chance there. So equip these. Okay, so we could give it to a tank or we could give it to a damage dealer. Probably a damage dealer. Let's give it to Leif. Also we have this helmet. This is a slight upgrade for Gunhild. Let's give it to Gunhild. Vision -1. Looks stupid, but so be it. So we have this thing. It's probably a light armor. We'll need to mess with Borl's equipment if we do that. Let's do it anyway. So -24, -5. So this needs to be lighter. This first layer. Which is why we keep spares. Though we don't have a good spare. We do have an okay spare, I guess. This is -6 and this is -8. So it's not at the perfect percentage at the moment. We could take something out, like this simple cloak perhaps. Or we could make the helmet a bit lighter. Let's do that. So... like so. So -3, -22. Okay, perfect. Headshots will hurt though, because we don't have steel brow. Of course we could use this thing on him, but that does mess with the nimble value again. So 57 currently and goes to 63. Not worth it, I don't think. We need to change this stuff again. I'm not gonna mess with it currently. Right, continue to camp. Might as well salvage as well. Right, so we have lots and lots of money, and this place has both a weaponsmith and an armorer. So it's quite likely we find at least something worth buying. Okay, Landina comes to you with a paper in hand, slamming it on your table and saying they wish to enter. You pick up the scroll, unfurling it to show that a local town is hosting a jousting tournament. The mercenary crosses arms, awaiting your response. Very well, you may take part in this. You agree to let Landina go to the tournament, and wanting to see it for yourself, you go along too. The jousting tourney crackles with energy as you near it. Squires hurry to and fro, carrying great armfuls of armor and weapons, and some step slowly about with enormous lances hefted over their shoulders. Other men brush very regal-looking horses, many of which wear breastplates decorated with sigils. In the distance, you listen to brief gallops, heavy hoofs, stamping roughshod and lumbering, and then there's a snapping twang of wood on metal and cheers erupt. As you look about the festivities, a nobleman walks up and stops you, weighing a purse in one hand and twisting a piece of broom straw about the corner of his mouth with the other. He asks if you'd like to make a wager. You ask what for. He nods, pointing toward Landina, who is across the mustering point, signing themselves into the tourney. Apparently she is to face this nobleman's own rider, a man by the name of Sir Badrick. Okay, hopefully the name is an omen. A little bit of gamesmanship never hurt, no? How does 500 crowns sound to you? Winner take all, of course. Sure, the bet is on. You take a seat amongst commoners and noblemen alike. Only the local lord has any separation from the riffraff, sitting on a heightened row with the likes of his sons, daughters, and various royalty from around the land. Landina is up next, a squire helping lead the horse to one of the jousting lanes. Down the battle line, Sir Badrick rides onto the field, his horse black, his armor a vibrant purple with gold trimmings and tassels here and there. Both he and Landina take up their lances and slap down the faceplates of their helmets. A barker shouts their names from the royal box, and then a clergyman says a few words about how this was ordained by the gods, and were anybody here to die today, they'd sit amongst the greatest of men in the next realm, and be remembered with them in this one. All that said, the two jousters lower their lances and charge before either the barker or priest can even take a seat. Exciting! Having never been to such an event, you can't help but hold your breath as the two riders barrel down the lanes toward each other. The horses are majestic, their legs in rhythm, their hooves tearing up great clods of earth, their armors glinting sundots across the crowds as they run, altogether leaving in their wake streams of giddy observers and shouting kids and drunks spilling their raised mugs, and young princesses gripping their dresses, and wantingly brave princes clapping their hands, and, not knowing how it even came to be, you yourself are standing and shouting. Sir Badrick struggles to keep his aim steady, his lance bobbing up and down, the point of it wobbling in search of a true target. They don't find it. Oh! Landina's lance shatters on their opponent's chest, a proverbial explosion of sawdust and splinters through which rides a horse with no rider, the jouster having been driven back over his cantle and clear of his saddle altogether, coming face down on the battleground with nary a move or breath. A roar bursts from the crowd, an uncorked tempest which you are quick to join, drowning your ears in a blistering cacophony, swept up in a time and place you will never forget. While still celebrating, the nobleman you made a wager with comes over and places a purse into your hand. You wish to say a few words, but before you can, he angrily turns and walks off. Huzzah! We win 500 crowns. So, always nice to make money, not that it is a significant amount by any means anymore. Alright, so sometimes this happens when we break camp. It doesn't give that info pop-up window. But Raimonda has reached level 19. Gets a perk. Okay, so what are we going to give you? Clarity is a bit more damage. We could take a favored enemy perk, but it won't do much. could take crippling strikes for more damage against undead. That's probably good enough. Probably good enough. Sure, let's take crippling strikes. And Adelinde very close to level 15, but still not there. Okay, Weaponsmith has a sword. It's a pretty good sword, but we don't need it. We'll leave it be. It's a pike, very bad pike. And a couple of other items we don't need. Okay, armor has a very nice tabard. Increases the resolve of the wearer by 10%. I think that's a max roll. Yoink. We also have these things, which aren't very good. I'd like to know what the range of the resolve rolls there can be. It's a very bad Battleforge / light armor, we'll leave that. Some helmets. These two are kinda bad. This is good for nimble, I'll buy it. This is nearly good enough, but I think we'll leave it. This is good enough. Okay, so we got a couple of items. Now the question is, who can benefit the most from increased resolve? Might just be Sophie, the banner, because that will also help others. So her resolve will go from 146 to 158. Okay, so this helmet, slightly better than what the Crusader was wearing. Let's give it to the Crusader. Looks a bit stupid though, so let's not do it. Let's give it to someone who won't look as stupid. So Janold is currently... I don't know. Let's give Janold this. Or actually, maybe something else. Janold can keep this old helmet, but let's give him this thing as well. Faceplate. This helmet, Landina. Yeah, it's good for Landina. Not perfect because we are now slightly overweight for nimble. But it's only 1%, so I think we'll live with that. I think we had this from before. Okay. Still need a little bit more experience for people. And also there's, I think, one more rune to craft. So let's do at least one more caravan before we head to the Black Monolith. No caravan here. Is there a black market? Nope. So we're getting very close to where I want to be for the Black Monolith, but we are still a little ways off. Okay, we'll leave this easy brigand group unmolested. Okay, there's a caravan here. Let's just take it, even though the destination might not be good. Yeah, there's nothing there, I think. But we get experience and time to enchant this rune. So once this is enchanted and Adelinda reaches level 15, I think we'll be ready. We might consider waiting for Margareta to reach level 19 or for Nevar to reach level 21, but I think that's unnecessary. Could also wait for Nicholas to reach level 19. Or Eelika. Eelika is very close to level 19 at least. Oh, we have one more rune to craft after this one. Okay, we crafted a power rune. So that is for this thing. And it's a pretty good roll. Right. And Adelinda has reached level 15. So gets a perk there. Okay, so now the question is, do we make a super tank out of her, or do we instead do something else? I think we should make a super tank. So let's get shield expert and bore me the board. Give her this for now, but in the Black Monolith fight we'll probably make use of these shields instead. I don't know. It's a comparable melee defense value. Goes to pretty low fatigue, but we do have rebound, so we are able to use Indomitable. We could let Adelinda be the one who holds most of the northern flank in the Black Monolith. One problem there is that she has less resolve than Gunhild and Borol. We could even do something like this, so we have 3 super tanks for the northern flank. I think we should probably keep Borol somewhere here for it though, because he has Taunt, and that will help against the Necrosavants a lot. So let's do a little bit of a switch here, something like this. And if it, well, one thing to consider is that Adelinda doesn't have Resilient, but oh well. Also, she is battle forged, so it won't matter as much. Okay. So now, guess we could wait for Eelika to reach level 19. So do at least one more caravan. And probably don't need to wait for Nicholas. Let's see. Let's try to find one more caravan, get Eelika to level 19, and at that point I think we'll go for the Black Monolith. Finally. Finally. It's been a long journey. So keep looking for a caravan. Could also just kill something, but that takes longer. Okay, here's a caravan. Keep Filifest, so we'll also get equipment. Right, this is fine. And go. Okay, Gunhild doing doing flatulent things once again. Alright, so we might be ready after this one caravan. So we might go for the Black Monolith in the next episode, if that is the case. Okay, we get the horse event again. Going to say no thank you. We see a pathetic group of 7 barbarians. Yes, run off. Go away. Alright, so... Rune crafted. And yeah, Elika is level 19 now. Is slightly better at killing stuff. Reached 77 melee skill with pragmatic. So that is good enough for some enemies to deal damage with. So for the Black Monolith specifically, it would be best if she were able to target either the legionaries without shields or the necrosavants, though it will be a bit difficult to hit the necrosavants. Lots of options for perks, lots of very good perks for damage dealers, though as mentioned, her melee skill kind of hinders that potential. So we could get Killing Frenzy. We could even get maybe Perfect Focus, though would help to have Battle Flow. Would also help to have a Feeding Rune. So I think Perfect Focus is not something we should take here. Probably. We could also just take Rally the Troops or what was I thinking about? Maybe Taunt. I think those might be better. So definitely doesn't hurt to get more than one instance of the Rally the Troops for the Black Monolith. Might even be necessary with the 3 Ancient Priests there. Could even consider Bandage Mastery, though we haven't been using bandages at all. That might change in the Black Monolith though, because of the Necrosavants and their cleavers. I think it's either Rally the Troops or Taunt, though I could see maybe Killing Frenzy being the pick here. So if we were not fighting in the Black Monolith, this Rally the Troops would be pretty much wasted, since it's basically never going to be needed. But in that specific fight, Rally the Troops is very good. We have it on 2 people, Sophie and Borrel. So I think it's either Taunt or Rally the Troops. It's probably actually Taunt, because that is very good against the Necrosavants, and she has 66 melee defense. Okay, so probably 2 Rally the Troops are enough, but I should probably keep Borrel on somewhere near the northern flank where those Ancient Priests will be targeting. In that case, if Elika doesn't take Rally the Troops. Okay, so not sure if this is the correct pick, but let's take Taunt. Might save someone's life in the Black Monolith fight. Especially someone who's nimble. And it costs 12 fatigue to use. Okay. Oh yeah, we have the rune. Okay. Is this a max roll? It might be a max roll. I think it is a max roll safety rune. Let's actually give that to the Crusader. Very slight improvement there. This can go on. 7 fatigue. 8 fatigue. Okay, slightly better one for Landina. And let's give Adeline that is safety rune for even more tankiness. Alright, so I think we are ready to go. Like I said, we could wait for Margareta and others to reach a perk level, but it's going to take a long while. I think we'll be able to handle it at this point. Though there is the possibility that even with all this preparation that we've done, that we will lose. Only time will tell. We do have all these potions as well. Don't normally use. Sorry about. Excuse me. Anyway, so normally I don't use potions at all. I think most people don't. But we are going to make an exception for this fight. Let's see if there's anything worth buying here. Did I already check? I don't think I did. Okay, this thing is a no. Pretty good pike. Don't need a pike. Whatever for that. And this. How about armor? Okay, that's bad. Don't think I need this at this point. Could buy this for a Battleforged guy, I guess. That's bad. That might be a buy. This is probably good for Nimble. This is good. This might be good. Okay, this will be an upgrade for someone, so let's go ahead and buy it. Right, so let's give Adelinde some stuff. And the helmet is an upgrade, we'll buy that as well. Probably should, well, maybe should have a luck rune or something, but she's going to be extremely tanky anyway. Right. Is this an upgrade for anyone though? 175. No, it kind of is for the Vala, so let's keep it there. So I need to remember to use these nets. Even Leif might equip some nets now. Those are very helpful against the Necrosavants. Don't really need them for legionaries, but okay, so Adelinde will hold the northern flank. Do I want to give her a different shield? Maybe. So the only question here is, will this durability be enough? I think it will, since they don't break shields. Let's give her a spare just in case. Do we use this though? Don't need these bullets. We are going with the bolts, I think. Bullets will run out anyway. And we can make better use of debilitate with bolts. Right. Oh yeah, we have these things to distribute. Slight upgrade there. -4, slight upgrade there. Let's see if this can actually be good for someone. Well, it's good for you at least. Sure. Could give you a better helmet. So this thing. Perfect nimble value there. I don't think anyone's going to want this helmet. Doesn't look like it. Yeah. Now let's see if this is an upgrade for any nimble. Probably isn't at this point. And yeah, the Crusader, still with the Crusader armor. Goes to show how good it is. Though we do have a lot of people who are also in need of armor, so we've kind of been prioritizing that. Okay. I think we are ready to go. Maybe we should... My throat is definitely not ready to go. But should we consider the shield situation for Gunhild and Borrel? I don't think we need to do that. We'll need to think about our distribution here, or formation. So I think we want mostly battle-forged people on the northern flank. The start of the fight. Also, Avon is definitely better against legionaries than against necrosavants. Guess the Crusader is also better against... Well, the Crusader is good against both, but these flails are better against legionaries than against necrosavants. Okay. Still carrying a throwing net on the Vala, even though her only job is to use heightened senses. I'll put Eilika next to Raymonda in case we need to taunt. Also, while on the way to the Black Monolith, we might see something we want to fight, so we might change the net situation and stuff if we decide to do so. We won't be needing these daggers, so it might be better to get nets even on people that might not be using nets, because if they're in such a bad shape after the necrosavants have been dealt with that they can't really be relied upon to use against the legionaries without the risk of them immediately dying, at least they can throw nets. With that in mind, maybe we should have given people reach weaponry. We could use this golden vulture sickle on someone, perhaps. See how much fatigue does that give Janold. A little bit down. So I'm thinking if we give this to someone, it should be someone who's nimble, because their armor might get stripped away fairly easily by the necrosavants. We also have a backup indomitable tank with Nicholas here. But we'll start out the fight with him dealing damage with this thing. Probably. Leif is kind of vulnerable because he doesn't have resilient and he doesn't have steel brow. Maybe we should give this to him just in case. Okay. I think that's it. We're ready to go. Probably. We could buy this thing, even though it's a bad roll. We have the money. Why not? Not a great item, but it's okay. Let's give it to Adelinde. Oh, that doesn't even change her resolve. So this is very bad. Well, I guess it's good for Sophie. Gets +3 resolve out of that. Okay. So 30,000 for +3% resolve and a bit of durability. Okay. Let's check the marketplace if there's anything possibly here that we'd like. We never did get the Falcon. We could get that. For whatever reason, there's also Banshee essence here. Let's get the Falcon. It's not going to be useful for the Black Monolith though. Also, we should give this Undead trophy to Adelinde. Double resolve against fear and mind control. Okay, Borrel can have the Falcon, but we'll probably not even use it. Alright, I think I've remembered everything. So let's make our way towards the black monolith now. Let's save just in case. Okay, so we are not going to fight this, but we could have. There is a champion here. Just leave it be. Unhold graveyard. Might as well take these. Not that we need them. Alright, so here we are. We are finally at our final destination, the Black Monolith. A pitch black monolith towers over the surrounding lands, emitting a baleful aura. No living being dares drawing close to it. Except us. Alright. So next time we will finally take this fight on and hopefully prevail victorious. But that will be next time, so thanks for watching and see you then.